Hello and welcome to a DDO gameplay video. Today I'm playing with my alt fighter whose goal is to deal huge numbers of damage. Let's see how he goes. Alright, that's what I wanted. Have you seen that? Let's find it out. So, you sneak attack Larking Brute for 1368 points of slash damage. So, yeah. How did I do that at level 10? That's the goal of this build, to be able to deal huge numbers. And let me show you what I did. So, I started this character um, when the event that you could start level 10 character was up. So he started at level 10. He's a first lifer, and yeah, I started with max strength, so 20 strength, and then I put all my other points in intelligence, and then I left constitution at 8. So as you can see, base constitution 8, base strength 22 it says, and base intelligence 16. Alright. For feats, I took all the DPS increasing feats. So all the melee power thingies, like greater weapon focus slashing, power critical, power attack, weapon specialization slashing weapons, weapon focus slashing weapons, two-handed fighting. I took stunning blow. The mob was stunned. That's why it says I sneak attacked him for 1300 for 1368. So yeah, that's my feats. And let me show you my enhancements. I'm a half orc, a first life half orc, and the end game goal will be to use the half orc tree, the Kensei tree, and the harbor agent enhancement tree for know the angles. Know the angles takes your intelligence modifier, halves that modifier, and it gives you damage and tactical disease. So right now I have 25 intelligence. It's not an even number. Let's say I had 26, so I would have a +8 modifier, and that would have given me like 4 points of damage and +4 to my tactical disease, +4 to my stunnings and things like that. Right now though, I'm not using know the angles because I wanted to have enough action points to get strike with no thought, the third core in the Kensei tree, because this one gives you +1 competence bonus to critical damage multiplier. So that's a huge increase compared to +4 to my damage. It's a better increase right now. So what I have right now, I have the first three cores in Orcish Fury. So I have 2 morale bonus to strength when I'm below 80% health. I took 1 point of strength, more strength, and when I'm below 60% health I get +4 morale bonus to strength. I have Orcish weapon training for +2 to hit and damage with 200 melee weapons. So this is +2 to damage. And another +2 to damage with the second one. I took, and let's see the third one. The third one also gives +2, and the last one another +2. So all this line gives you +8 to hit and damage with 200 weapons. And I took, this is a huge one, This is the action boost or quiche rage. This gives you 40 primal bonus to melee power. This is the best clicky, the best melee power clicky that is available right now, and it also gives you +2 primal bonus to strength. Okay, so you get 1 more damage from strength, and when you have this action boost up, and it's up for, let's see, 20 seconds, then 10 seconds you have nothing, and then you can use it after 30 seconds. So 20 seconds is up, then 10 seconds you cannot use it, and the next 20 seconds you can use it again. I also took 3 points in improved power attack, so 3 more damage. So all these 11 more damage. I took what is this called? Brutality, which is 20% more damage to helpless opponents. Remember that the mob was helpless, it was stunned from my stunning blow, a feat. And I also took Raging Crash, which I used for that huge crit, that 1368. Raging Crash is a melee attack that is a guaranteed critical hit, and it's +4 weapon. My current weapon is Garzul's Bane Great Axe, which is now, if you see the critical roll, it has 5% critical roll. Of course, when I use this Raging Crash ability, it's +4 weapon, and it's also a guaranteed critical hit, which is 24 to 92 times 4. I don't know how exactly it calculates the damage, but that's what it says now. 92. The big number is 92 times 4, and the times 4 is because I took this third core here, and you can say strike with no thought, which is +1 competence bonus to critical damage multiplier. Alright, so I spent 19 AP total in the half orc tree, and I have a free racial enhancement point from the expensive Ravenloft pack. So yeah, but I'm level 10 and I have only 1 rank in level 10, so I guess if I was maxed out in ranks, I could get something that will give me even more damage, like the next tier, you can say weapon specialization, which is +3 to damage, or maybe I could get maybe the opportunity attack here, which is 20 melee power for 6 seconds. If you're lucky enough to get that stun, and the Raging Crash after it when this is up, so expect 20%, well, 20 melee power, it's something like 20% more damage, so you could see even a higher number than 1368, maybe 1468 or something, I don't know. And yeah, so in this tree I'm taking all the DPS increasing ones, so I took all I can say weapon specialization line level 3 first, so this one is +1 to hit and damage, the second one is +1 to hit and +2 to damage. Sorry, I was reading the 100 axis. So the first one is +1 to hit and damage with axis, the second one is +1 to hit and +3 to damage with 200 axis, so it's +4 so far, and then +1 to hit and +2 to damage with axis. So 2 + 3 makes 5, and another one 6, and we have 11 from here, so it's +17 in total damage. And the other damage increasing ones is that this point of strength up here, and also this +3 to confirm critical hits and critical hit damage before weapon multipliers. So that's my AP spend right now. Let's talk a little bit about consumables, because consumables take a huge part in this build. I'm using Potions of Eagle Splendor, which gives charisma, and charisma affects my use magic device. So I can use like Scrolls of Expeditious Retreat to run faster, maybe some false life ones to get some additional hit points, temporary hit points. I'm also getting temporary hit points from Potions of Aid. Remember, this build is very squishy, so I get all the defenses I can. Um, Protection from evil helps you helps you against commands from hostile mobs. Sorry about that. And Scrolls of Shield gives you 4 AC and protection from magic missiles. Sometimes I can scroll the blur. I have 30% right now. If I drink a pot, goes up to 40%. If I use heroism potion, goes up to 45. I actually have planar geared, which is a clicky that gives you greater heroism, so I think this goes up to plus 60% chance to activate, 60% chance to activate blur scrolls, so I'm running with 20% miss chance. I'm also using Visor of the Flesh Rending Guards, Death Ward. Death Ward is huge against mobs that cast cast spells that negative level you, or against weapons that deal negative levels. As I already said, I'm using the planar geared, which gives you greater heroism. Greater heroism affects my damage as well, because it gives you +4 to your attacks. I think it's just to hit. I thought it was affecting damage as well, but it doesn't say that it affects my damage as well. I don't know. And I'm also using the Mask of Comedy from the Fjarland Carnival chain, which gives you +2 morale bonus to attack, saves, abilities, skills, and weapon damage. So this one, the Good Hope 4-minute, I think, clicky, gives +2 to weapon damage. Alright, let me show you my gear, and let's call this an episode. I'm using a 5-piece Slave Lords set, so starting with the armor, I'm using the Executioner's Plate Mail heavy armor, slotted with heavy fortification for 100% fortification, and this one gives me profane well-rounded +1 profane bonus to all abilities. That includes strength, constitution, and intelligence. Gives me quality deadly, so +1 to my damage, and it's also a mythic weapon, so it gives me +2 PR and MRR. I was lucky enough to pull this. For bracers, this is a new item from Ravenloft. It's strength +6, insightful constitution +2, stunning +6, and quality PRR +3. This is a crafted Slave Lord's ring. Quality constitution +1, armor piercing +8, constitution +5. For boots, I'm using the shackles, another Slave Lord's crafted item. It has quality intelligence +1, use magic device +1, deception, which is +3 enhancement bonus to hit and +5 to damage for any hit that will qualify as a sneak attack. I was missing deception all the time. I was playing this fucking game for like 6 years, and now I realized that having a deception item gives you damage when you stun mobs. This one gives me +5 to my damage when I'm hitting a stunned or a mob that has aggro on another player or a bluffed mob. So this one is huge. It's another deadly item. Let's see, if you use a deadly item, deadly +5 item at this level, at level 10, it's like having another deadly +5 item when you hit stand mobs. I believe the level 30 deception items give like +22, or maybe the newest ones +25 points of damage in hits that will qualify as sneak attacks. That includes bluffed mobs, mobs that have aggro on another player, and stunned mobs. I'm not benefiting from intelligence right now, but when I know the angles, this will affect me. And because I'm very lazy, I don't think I will get in trouble and craft and get more gear on this tune. I will probably use this gear until level 30. I might play in epic normal or something, but I will not get in the trouble to find better gear. So my game froze. My game is frozen right now. 75, yes, you heard well, 75 extra melee power when you use an action boost. That includes this action boost here, action boost Orcish Rage, which is a +2 primal bonus to strength and 40 primal bonus to melee power. So if you add these two abilities, the 40 primal bonus from here and the sentient +75 one, for 10 seconds of the 20 I will have 115, and for the other 10 seconds I will have just 40 melee power. 115 melee power, that's unimaginable. I cannot wait until I get that sentient weapon attached on a rift maker or something, or an epic rift maker or something. I really want to see what numbers I will see at level 30, because I was doing this build in the past. I did this build in the past, but it was a purple Dragon Knight, so he didn't have the 40 melee power from this boost. He only had like 30 or 20, I don't remember. I think it was 30 melee damage from another enhancement that fighters can get, and he also didn't have the extra points of strength to start with and things like that. So let's continue with the armor. My other ring is the Ring of Power, quality strength +1, melee alacrity 10%, enhancement bonus to attack speed, insightful armor piercing 3, and it also has a mythic ring boost, so it's +1 melee power. My belt is also a new item from Slavers. I think this one is from the intro quest. What is it called? Into the Mist. Another +6 to my stunning DC. This is the same as where I have another +6 to stun. Here, it's the same like the bracers, so doesn't matter. +6 to vertigo, +6 to my trips, vitality 19, deadly +5, which is the one I do care the more. And yeah, for cloak I'm using Slave Master's Cloak, insightful First Life +8, so +8 more hit points, protection +4, insightful resistance +1. This is an item I like. Doesn't have something wow on it, but it gives insightful First Life +8, which is not huge, but in this low HP character it does make a difference. And protection +4 is actually something that you can use for a long time, because I think the level 15, 16 items only have like protection 6, protection 7. At level 17 to 18, maybe at level 20 you can get something like protection 8. So protection and natural armor doesn't increase that often, and having this item adds some lost AC for not having um, a crafted maximum protection item, but it gives you something back. It gives you that +4. You might not have the +8 at level 18, but it's still something, and you lose a little bit of AC, but you can use this item for more levels and not have to worry about gear. Insightful First Life is not found in many items, so yeah. And let me talk a little bit about the Slave Lord's mindset. I have 5 items having that Slave Lord's mindset thing on them. So I get +2 artifact bonus to melee power, +2 artifact bonus to deadly, and another +1 bonus to strength and dexterity. For the trinket, Gildy gave me this, which is a Seeker +6 trinket, the Bloodstone. This comes from the Sands of Manishtarum, and this is the highest that you can do on this level, I think. For necklace, I'm using a Slave Lord's crafted again. Quality fortification +70%, intimidate +10, accuracy +8, wizardry +96. This doesn't do anything for me right now except from fortification, but later on as I level up I will have enough action points to get the know the angles enhancement from the Harper Enchant enhancement tree, and both intelligence and spell points items will benefit me. I think the lowest tier needs like 6 action points already spent in the tree. I'm probably gonna take the core one, of course, which gives +1 to hit versus level, so nothing. I will get this one here, Harper enchantment, so +1 enchantment bonus to my weapon and +20 spell points. I will then get some Traveler's toughness from here, and then that will make this available. Okay, and last but not least, my helm. My helm is Executioner's Helm from Slavers. It gives Insightful Deception +1, which is also a +2 to damage for any hit that will qualify as sneak attack. So having deception item, especially at end game, a deception 14 item gives you like, for deception 15 item gives you like 22 points of damage, and if you have this helm here, which is not a bad farm at all, you get another, I don't remember now, another 15, I don't remember, points of sneak attack damage. And it has Seeker +5, which is overwritten by the Seeker +6 Bloodstone here. Quality Combat Master +1, which is also nice for my stunning blow and my trip. And it also has Relentless Fury, which is 5% enhancement bonus to melee power, to melee attacks for 30 seconds when you kill things that are around your level. So let's kill another mob or two, and let's call this an episode. And I will show you, probably make another video at the end of this project that I'm doing with some end game gear and some end game numbers. So I'm not I don't have the Mask of Comedy available now, so I will lose +2 damage. But let's see what we can do. Oh, and I will also lose another +2 damage from not having the what is it called? The Great Heroism one. So buffing up takes a while. I'm also using a heavy armor that affects arcane spells.
The gates of Barask Arena loom ahead, guarded by a well-groomed bugbear and a host of trollish enforcers. Monstrous spectators pack the stands, eager for the main event. A few growl and curse as they catch sight of you.
Come on. I needed him to get stunned, but he dodged my stunning blow, and I didn't get another huge crit. I only got 770. Okay, I just need my Raging Crush to get off cooldown. Alright, that 1284 was a good ending of this video. It says 1300, whatever. Thank you for watching. This video was mainly made because my guildies were not believing me. Not believing me that I can do this kind of damage. Thank you for watching, and sorry about the bad quality of the video and the bad quality of the audio. See you.